What's happening, boys? It's Junky Noodles here to show you the basic buttons of the ScotlandRP server. So basically what we're going to do, we're going to kick it off. I'm going to show you how to set up your voice chat. Now, simple enough, you load into the server, first thing you do, press escape. Press your settings. Now what you want to do is you want to go down to voice chat. You want to enable the voice chat. If it's not off by default, but you just go and enable it. Fair enough, simple. Set your output device. For mine it's system. That's because it goes to the Go XLR. You set your voice volume. This is how loud other people are going to be. And these two I don't really bother with, but you can set them to adjust. I turn the music and stuff down because I don't really enjoy it like in game, to be honest. The mic, easy enough. So you got your voice volume here. You've got your this is how loud you will be. This is how sensitive your microphone will be. So this is whether it will pick up, for example, someone walking about your house, your TV, stuff like that. So I've got mine set to push to talk because I'll be talking to chat and stuff when I'm streaming. But you can put it on voice activated so you can just talk and people can hear you. So next up, what we're going to do is we're going to exit out of this. And we're going to move on to the next topic. Next topic is the in-game text chat. So to access the text console up the top left, you press T. So now I've accessed it. What I can do is I can do /TWT, which is tweet, and I can send a tweet out over Twitter. Now this has got to be in roleplay. This has got to be in character. So I can just type in whatever I want there, and it would come up as a tweet. So next, what you can do is you can do dark web. So dark web is just /DW, and then this is you typing anonymously in the chat. So this is also got to be in character. This is if you're selling guns, selling drugs, or you're wanting to find out some illegal information. Another thing you can do in this chat is OOC. So this is out of character. So if you need to do something that's not RP, if you need to say something that's not RP, for example, you're just checking to see if someone's on or anything like that, you use it out of character. The next thing you can do in this chat box up here is use the emotes by /E. So there's a lot of stuff you can do in this, right? So you can do smoke, for example. I just do smoke, there you go. You guys please smoke out. Sorted, you'll start smoking. So to cancel that, I can just go into here, press cancel. We'll talk about that in a wee sec though. Right, so that's pretty much it for that. So there's a lot of commands, so I'll do a more in-depth video on the commands when the time comes, but for now, that's where we're sitting at just now with that. So let's move on to the next section, which is your in-game phone. Your in-game phone can be accessed by pressing F1. There you go, I have a text message here. Where you at? So someone's asking where I'm at. So that's I'll talk about that in a sec. So what you do is you go over to your telephone first of all, so you can phone people from here. Just press the arrow keys and enter to move about your phone. So, or backspace if you need to go back from a menu. And so I can click on these guys and phone them, but see if I go to favourites, this is the most important part. So you've got your police, your ambulance, and your mechanic. So what you can do in here is press enter on it, and then you could call them, or you can just press backspace. So you don't actually call them, you send them a message, so a text box will come up and you just put a brief thing in, just for example like test, or say you need the police, so like need police at, and then just say where, say what the situation is, like guy with gun, someone's knocking people down, something like that, right? So on your phone, see to find out what your number is, you go to settings. So my number is 177. Right, so you can also change your wallpaper and the type of phone you've got in here, but it really does not matter. Right, that stuff's just visual. If you want to change it, go ahead. Next you've got contacts, right? So you can add a contact. So I've got a few guys in here. A lot of numbers I just don't save them because I just remember who they are. What you do is you press enter on this, enter the contact name, press enter, so that's it saved. Go in here, enter the number, then press accept. That's you. That would add the contact. Or you can go, then you go across the messages, press messages, so you can type a new message to someone, enter the number, or pick someone from your contacts. Or these ones here, these are all previous messages for people. So that's really helpful, really helpful. Right, so that's the basic rundown of your phone. We're just going to move right on because I'm trying to do this video as fast as I can. So next we're going to talk about emotes. Emotes, you press the F3. So you can also do any emote in the taskbar by doing /E space, then the emote. So you come in here, emotes. So you've got your dancing ones, that's just basic dance. You got prop ones. This is ones with like cigarettes, guitars, drums, boxes, stuff like that. So these are all essential for roleplay. You need to learn how to use them. Shared emotes, for example, this is stuff that you go up and you do it to you do it beside someone and they press Y to accept it. So if it comes up to you, do you want to accept it? You can either press Y or N, which is yes or no, and then you agree to go along with it or not. So you can like headbutt people, headbutted, so you can get headbutted, stuff like that. So you can hug them as well. It's really awesome. It's really awesome. It really helps to enhance your roleplay experience. So obviously got air guitar and stuff like that. So these are all basic emotes. So once you've done them, right? So I say for example I do the air guitar, right? So to get rid of the air guitar, I can just go to cancel emote. There you go, and it'll stop doing it. So that's it. That's it done. So your walking style can change depending on the condition of your character, right? Or the mindset of your character. So I keep mine on normal because I just like the way it looks. But you can set it to casual, confident, cop, whatever. Default female, you can change it to whatever you want. But when you get up from being dead and an EMS revives you, it's preferred if you'd go injured. Right, so now my wee guy walks, he's injured, he's got a wee limp there. Yeah, his leg drags. He just stands, even when he stands, he's injured. So just cancel that. Set my walking emote back to default. That's just because I prefer it that way. But you can do that, so that helps to enhance the RP experience. So that's basic rundown of emotes. You should have no trouble with any of that. So next what we're going to talk about is the bag. So the bag on my back is the default skin. But what you do is you go to a shop, you buy this bag, most useful tool in the game. To access the bag, you press F5. You use the arrow keys and the enter key and the backspace key to navigate the menu. So to put an object in your bag, enter, where will I put my bag? I'll put pen drive in. So you put the pen drive in the bag, there you go, easy enough. Take it back out. Simple enough. You can drop the bag, but I don't advise doing that because I have not found a way to pick it back up after I've dropped it. There you go, that is the bag. So basically, see if you're buying stuff that can only stack to 20, you can put 20 in your bag, buy another 20 and put them in your bag. You can just keep stacking them. There is a limit, but it does help you carry more things. So the next thing we'll talk about is something that's really important for RP. So essentially, what you do is, if you're paying a mechanic, if you're paying fines, you have to go to your invoices. Right, so what you do is you press F7. So this will take you to the invoices. So I got a mechanic to invoice me $10. It won't be as cheap as that, but that's what I've got him to invoice me just so I can pay this on the video. So essentially what this is if you're paying for goods or services from another player, they can invoice you. This is only with mainly whitelisted jobs. For example, EMTs, basically the NHS, the police with issuing fines, and the mechanics with doing repairs and upgrades on your car. So I'll press enter and I'll pay that. So that's me paid that. So I now have no more invoices, backspace to get out of there. There we go. So that's essential in RP. And you've got to remember to pay them. So if you get fines, if you don't have the money to pay them straight away, just try and earn some money to pay them. So your ideal situation is having 0 invoices. So another thing that you should know about in RP is the radio. So what you do, Shift F2. So F2 is also the inventory button. We'll talk about that in a wee sec. So this, press F2 again just to get rid of the inventory, then you can work on setting your radio up. So what I do is you want to press enter, and then you can set the frequency, so 187. Now I'm in that frequency. I've not turned the radio on, but anyone else in that frequency I'll be able to speak to in a second. So what I do is I like to disable the clicks, so I don't want the clicks when I'm talking. Right, so put that on, then you press E. So I'm now in this station. I'm also harvesting because I'm standing beside the hash plant. So I can press caps lock and it will put me into the, so when I'm holding caps lock I'm speaking in the radio. I can press my push to talk in game. I can press the push to talk caps lock to talk on the radio to people further away. It's really good if you've got like a group of people, for example, doing a heist or doing a job together. So if you don't want to be standing holding a radio all the time, you just shift F2 and that hides it, then you just get rid of the menu again. There you go. So when you talk it will still be up here, but no one will know what's happening. You can just talk to your friends and you're fine. Yeah, so that's really good. So basic inventory things, right? What we'll do F2. So I'm in the inventory. For example, what you want to do is, say I want to drink some juice because my thirst is really low. It actually is, but there we go. Drag my can of Vine Brew to use item. I'm hungry as well, let's get a wee kebab. So you buy these from the shop. There you go, that's it sorted. I'll cover the shops and stuff in another video and like locations and stuff, but I just want to get this one out here because a lot of people keep asking me about all the buttons, and I explain myself so many times. So you can press escape to get there. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to turn off my radio, I'm going to put it away, and then I'm going to come outside. So this is my car, right? What the hell has happened out here? So what you do is you press, so I've locked it right there, right? So if I try and get into this car, if anyone else tries to get in this car, it is locked. So if I press U, the U key, it unlocks my car, and then I can press F to get into the car. Once I'm in the car, I can press B. B puts on your seatbelt. There you go. So it's standard driving keys from there. WASD to move, S is the brake, W is the gas, and spacebar is your handbrake. So that's simple enough. So you can also drive and press, I'll just go pretty slow, Y to activate cruise control. This will keep you at a constant speed, which is really nice. Another thing you can do in your car is press G. G activates the car's glove box when you're inside the car. So I'm in there, I can put the pizza in. There you go, put a pizza in, take pizza back out, because I like that on it. I'm pretty sure that was a kebab, not a pizza. There we go, we go to the back of your car, you press G again. Sometimes it takes a wee sec, there you go. That's the trunk, so you've got a glove box and a trunk, so both of them help quite a lot. So that's pretty much it for the car. The only other useful thing I can tell you is when you get into the passenger seat, because you can't get into the driver door, if you do /shuff in the text box, it'll shuffle you across to the other side. So there is more advanced things to do with the car, which I'll show you in another video because it's quite a lot to explain.